With society getting more and more out of hand, I think now more than ever, it's important for me to start making this type of content to help people get ready to start dealing with these upcoming difficult times. So today I want to talk about 7 ways to help you stay mentally strong in a crisis and avoid having a mental breakdown. A crisis situation, whether it's a natural disaster, a sudden financial collapse, a personal emergency, or even a global catastrophe, it can push the human mind to its limits. When the chaos unfolds, stress and fear can easily take over, leading to poor decisions, paralysis, or even a total mental breakdown. But the key to survival is not just about having physical resources, but mastering your mental resilience. Your mind is your greatest tool, and if you keep it sharp, focused, and calm under pressure, you can navigate even the worst situations. So, here are 7 powerful strategies that I like to use to keep my mind from having a breakdown when facing a crisis. This is what I was taught, and this is something that you can use as well. Number 1, you're going to have to learn how to control your breathing. When the panic sets in, your body's natural response is to breathe faster and shallower, which is going to be flooding your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Usually, this can lead to dizziness or disorientation and even full-blown panic attacks. The counter to this is you must take control of your breathing. One of the best techniques is box breathing, which is a method used by Navy SEALs to stay calm under extreme pressure. And what you do is you inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds, and then you hold for 4 seconds and repeat the process again. This controlled breathing technique tricks your nervous system into a state of calm, helping you regain focus and clarity. Practicing this daily, even outside of a crisis situation, can make it second nature when you're actually going to need it the most. Number 2 is you're going to have to assess the situation objectively. So in a crisis, emotions can cloud your judgment. Things like fear, anger, or sadness can make problems seem bigger than they actually are, leading to panic-driven decisions. So the best way to maintain control is to force yourself into a objective mindset, I should say. So think like an outsider looking at the situation objectively. So you have to ask yourself 3 questions. What is the immediate threat? You have to identify the real danger, not just what your mind is exaggerating. The second thing you have to ask yourself is, what resources do I have? This is going to include your physical supplies like food, water, and shelter, and your skills like first aid, navigation, and self-defense. And then the third question is, what is the next logical step? So instead of getting overwhelmed by the entire problem, focus on one action at a time. The key here is breaking the problem into manageable pieces. So a chaotic mind leads to paralysis, but a structured approach leads to action. Number 3, focus on what you can control. One of the biggest causes of mental breakdowns is worrying about things outside of our control. We can't control the weather, we can't change people's actions or the past mistakes. What we can control is our responses to the situation. So imagine you're stranded after a disaster and you're wasting your time worrying about when help will arrive. That's not going to serve you at all. But focusing on your immediate needs like finding shelter, securing water, and staying warm will. A simple mindset shift can prevent a spiral into panic. So when fear creeps in, redirect your thoughts to what you can do right now. Set small, achievable tasks for yourself to maintain a sense of progress. Repeat a mantra like, I control my actions, not the chaos around me. By shifting your focus to the controllable, you prevent helplessness from creeping in. Number 4, you're going to want to use the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. So when anxiety peaks, your brain can detach from reality, making it difficult to think clearly. Grounding techniques help bring you back to the present moment, reducing panic, and improving your mental clarity. One of the best ways to do this is through the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Five is 5 things you can see. Look around and name 5 visible objects. For example, a tree, a backpack, a crack in the wall. The 4 is 4 things you can touch. Feel 4 textures like your clothes, the ground, your skin, or an object nearby. The 3 is 3 things you can hear. Listen for 3 distinct sounds like birds, the wind, or distant traffic. The 2 is 2 things you can smell. Identify 2 scents like the earth, food, or smoke. And the 1 is 1 thing you can taste. Focus on your saliva, a sip of water, or any lingering taste in your mouth. This technique forces your brain to focus on the present instead of spiraling into the worst case scenario. Practicing it in moments of calm makes it easier to use under stress. Number 5, you're going to want to adopt a warrior mindset. Survivors don't think of themselves as victims. They adapt to the mindset of the warrior. When faced with adversity, a warrior does not crumble. They adapt, endure, and overcome. This means reframing obstacles as challenges you were meant to conquer. Speaking to yourself with strength, not defeat. Instead of, I can't handle this, say, I survived the worst and I will survive this too. And using past hardships as proof that you can make it through tough times again. Developing mental toughness before a crisis happens through physical training, stress exposure, and discipline helps you face real challenges with grit and determination. Number 6, stick to a simple routine. When everything around you is in disarray, creating a small sense of normalcy can keep your mind from spiraling. Even in extreme situations, humans crave structure. It gives us a sense of stability and control. Some simple routines to maintain in a crisis would be eating at consistent times, even if meals are small, sketching or exercising to relieve tension, journaling or mentally reviewing what went well throughout each day, keeping your environment organized. A tidy space helps keep a tidy mind. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Even a small sense of control over daily actions can prevent mental breakdowns. And lastly, number 7, lean on your tribe or build one fast. Humans are not meant to survive alone. When facing extreme situations, having even one other person to rely on can make a massive difference in mental stability. If you're in a crisis with others, communicate openly and work together instead of panicking separately. Divide tasks to lighten the load and create efficiency. Reassure and support each other. Morale is just as important as physical survival if you're alone. Seek out others who share your survival mindset. Identify trustworthy allies and build your mutual support. Isolation breeds despair, but teamwork and social bonds keep morale high and problem solving sharp. So, my final thoughts. Mental breakdowns happen when we let fear override logic. The key to surviving a crisis is mastering your mind first. Your body and your skill will follow. By practicing calm breathing, objective thinking, controlled focus, grounding techniques, and a warrior mindset, simple routines, and social support, you can stay clear-headed and strong no matter the crisis. The world is unpredictable, but your resilience can be trained. What strategies do you use to stay mentally tough in stressful situations? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you like this type of content and you want to see more or hear more, make sure to like, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications if you are on YouTube, Rumble, or TikTok. If you're listening to this on podcast or you want the podcast, make sure to download the podcast on your favorite podcasting platforms. And go to the description section, go to my website, take a second and go to the description section and go to the link to my website. Join my email newsletter because I'm going to be giving some exclusive stuff out and some tips, tricks, and secrets that I know I cannot put on social media because I don't want to get shadow banned. And feel free to join my Discord where you all can communicate with each other like-minded people 24/7. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. This is B Rock signing out. Peace.